Hey, I'm back. Hey guys, this is gonna be one of those difficult ones where I try to gather some strength and talk about this because I'm currently in the flatline. And maybe you can't tell because it's happening inside here and in my body. But the flatline is basically when your mind and body heals from the porn use. So it's bound to happen, and it's very powerful. So this is I've been doing semen retention and no porn, no masturbation, no lusting for 70 days now. It's over 2 months of no chicken choking, no banana slamming, none of that. And it's like this. Whoa! It's a crazy journey. And right now I'm in the depths of despair. So let's talk about it, and I'm gonna tell you everything. I've written down from day one. I've tried to recap when I've been in a flatline. So from days 1 to 3, nothing really happened. I just felt like, it's the first 3 days, nothing really happens for me. But from day 4 to day 10, I felt nothing. Like I entered my first flatline and everything was just blank. A flat line. So there's no ups and there's no downs. You don't feel anything. And it's quite depressing. So I was very tired. I slept a lot and I had zero motivation to do anything. So it's quite scary. Most guys will panic and they will watch porn again because it's quite a doomy feeling. Then I had my flatline at day 17 again until day 25, where I had lots of energy, but my brain was just shut off. So I had a lot of energy to do stuff, but there was no rewards. Nothing was happening in my brain, nothing. Just dead silence, which is quite horrible actually, because it wasn't tranquility. It was a bad version of nothing, right? And then again, 5 days ago, maybe 6 days ago, at day 65 and up until now, I've been in a flatline. And it's only after 2 or 3 days that I realize I'm in a flatline, because I'm doing everything right. I'm doing the things that I want to do, but somehow it's like I just slowly come down from a high and I'm just in the flat line again, and nothing, like nothing is rewarding, nothing feels good and nothing feels bad. It's all just the same. Well, some things feel bad because you're not being rewarded with some great hormones, so everything is a struggle, right? And that's what I'm going through now. And so yeah, you can see, nothing is coming up, everything is just dead. So I'll just be talking about that feeling and what I do to get through it, because it will pass ultimately. There is no exact science about why this flatline occurs, and some don't believe it's real. But I truly believe it, and I just feel it because I know how to take care of my health. I know how to take my vitamins, and I know how to get my sleep, and I know how to be in communities and have friendships and have my family like some close family that I talk to, I know how to like be a loving father, and like I check all the things off. Like, why am I feeling bad right now? What could it be? And when everything is checked off, there is this very special feeling of like, now I have, like, I call it healing now, but it is the flatline, because it's just like there's nothing, and I don't know how to describe it better, because if you see a heartbeat, it's flat and then boop, flat, boop, beep, 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 right? Like this is just like this. Yeah. And that can be quite scary. And it can turn negative really quick. Like that. Really quick. But I've been through it so many times now. Like it does get way, like it's a lot easier now than the first times I tried it. But the thing is, you don't always reach the flatlines, because before you reach a flatline, like your brain will sort of test you. And this is just anecdotal, this is just for me, but I have read so many stories from men that like it's sort of the same. Like we all have different timelines. It depends on how much you use pornography. It depends on how much you masturbate. It depends on how many like traumas you have in your life, or how you, if you're physically active, if you eat healthy, if you get your sleep. There's so many factors that like determine how heavy your flatline is going to be. For me, like it's never more than a week. But like a week is a lot. It's a long time to not feel anything. Like I want to feel something. Let me feel horrible. Let me feel sad. Let me feel happy. Let me feel ecstatic, euphoric. Let me feel neutral. Let me feel tranquil. But there's none of that. It's just like there's a heavy weight on me for this amount of days. So 7 days is a long time. And you have to remember, you know your brain, and you know exactly how you can feel great in that very moment. So before the flatline, I become like extremely horny. And my mind is like showing me all sorts of memories, like things I can watch. But like, I know exactly what's happening. So I just like brush it off and don't mind it. And then my brain's like, oh, okay, he's not going to cope the way he uses to. Okay, we're just gonna go hibernate. And boom, shut down. It's just hibernation time. But like for me, that doesn't really work because I still got my life, I still got my responsibilities. I still got my friendship, my friends, and I got my hobbies, and I got my work, and I got my son. Like, so it's a very special time when you reach the flat lines. So for me, day 4 to 10, day 17 to 25, and now 65 until now, and I don't know when it will end. Well, you can make it easier for yourself, I have found. So when I'm in a flatline, like right now, it's especially important to keep doing some of the things that are beneficial for me health-wise, mentally and physically. So I've just been to the jiu-jitsu class, and yes, I was tired, but when I got in the groove and like I got my body moving and I got to talk to the guys, I felt good. Like I felt something. I felt like I was doing something. I was moving even though it was like I was not being rewarded. And making this video right now, like, it's tough for me to talk right now, and I just want to lie down. But if I lie down, then like shit might even get way darker for me mentally, right? So it's about not letting myself die. And it may sound really bad, but you know, it's just better to be moving and doing something. And when I get to the end of the day, which is after I upload this video, I will feel better and I will feel good about the day. Even though I don't really feel anything, then I will like be proud that I did something. So I'm training my brain in the right direction while it's healing and rewiring and rebooting. And every time I get out of the flatline, like, then I have all the good habits with me. I'm very proud that I didn't relapse. So I'm very proud of myself. I'm so happy that I have the good habits and I don't have to rebuild them. And then I get all the added energy, all the added sensitivity. Because when you get out of a flatline, your brain will be more sensitive to like real life stuff. And then it's even more rewarding. And then you're just happy to be doing what you once thought was boring stuff. So, like, the flatline is both like terrifying, but also very beautiful, because it is a sign that you are actually starting to heal. When in the flatlines, I can be very susceptible, like prone to crying, or like just because nothing is rewarding, I just end up like closing my book or closing the computer, because what I'm watching, it doesn't do anything. Like, everything is just shut off. So I end up just sitting in a chair. I did that yesterday morning, and I just sat out there and I looked at the snow. And it was actually very peaceful. Because I had no other option. Like, nothing was just doing it for me. But it's temporary. So if this is scaring you, yeah, I'm sorry, but like it's the consequence of doing something that is hyper stimulating to your brain for a long time. And like, I'm just thankful that I have the ability to heal and rewire. Like neuroplasticity. The brain will rewire. So yeah, I'm thankful for the flatline, and it's also tough, but I'm so used to it. The past few days have been very, very intense. Very intense. And like, just to like today, right after jiu-jitsu, and right now, I can feel that it's lifting. It's starting to like get lighter, and I think already by tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I'll be back on track, and my brain will have done yet another phase of healing, recovery, and then you're like let loose, and you're like out of the prison of flatline for a while. And the flatlines, they get shorter, the duration is shorter, and like there's more time where you have a lot of energy and like a lot of clarity and happiness and all the normal hormones. I don't know why this happens, and I think there will be studies in the future when people start to, and governments and countries start to take this thing seriously. So yeah, if you are in a flatline right now, the worst thing you can do is try to fight it and get out of it, because then you will just do a lot of bad stuff, like watching porn again, to make you feel good for a little while. But then you will be back in the same dopamine loop that will fry your shit, fry your brain. So allow the healing to take place and just like do something like maybe watch a movie or talk to a friend or talk to a family member, take a walk. Just don't go back to the thing that you tried to quit, because you'll just end up trying to quit again, and then you'll get back to the flatline. Like the flatline is a sign of healing. It's a sign that like everything is working how it's supposed to. So embrace the feeling of feeling like shit, because it's a consequence of your actions. Right. And it's all worth it. It truly is. The first flatlines are quite bad because you don't have the added energy, but I have it right now, so I can clearly think my way through it, and I'm very conscious, I'm very aware of what's going on, and I do have a lot of energy, a lot of stamina. Like the thing is, like going to the next level every time, because then you have added energy, added clarity, and you feel great. And because it's like, so what's happened to me in the past is like, I feel amazing, I feel great, and then I like get the idea, maybe I should just watch some porn. Maybe I'm already healed, I can just blah, 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 like all this bullshit. But like, when you watch porn again, it's like watching it for the first time. And the thing down there is very like, it's like the first time you masturbated. So everything is crazy. It's very enjoyable. So you'll want to like go back to it. But that's been my mistake. Like, I'm done with all that shit for life, because I want to rediscover my sexuality with my future partner. And then that way, my brain will not associate sexuality with pornography and masturbation, but with real life sex with a real partner, which I have done with a few women in my past, but like that's been coupled with like a pornography brain and a like real life partner brain. And I just think it's been a miss. Now I just want the pure experience of not being in the porn world or the masturbation world. And like the people that get through, they are very happy that they did that. And like, if I can just feel like the way I do now, like when I get out of the flatline again, then I'll be satisfied, because that life is 1,000 times better than the life of being a user of pornography and masturbation, because I actually have a life, like a life with so much intention. All right, I hope that helped you. Subscribe if you want to see future updates. I'm going for like as far as I can take it with the semen retention. And if I fall, I fall. But I don't think I will for a long, long time. And possibly never again. Yeah. And please click the like button. It helps. And if you comment, I will like, I love reading the comments, right? So please do that. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.